everyone, I'm Kelly and I'm a leader here at Bulldog Yoga. Anyone with an interest in health probably knows by now that meditation has so many wonderful benefits. It makes us less reactive and kinder, more patient and tolerant people. It can still be hard to sit and be silent and tune inward. We all feel overwhelmed, we feel restless, we feel intimidated by the practice of meditation. So I'm here today with our in-studio meditation guru, Allison, a leader here at Bulldog, and she's gonna walk us through how to develop a wonderful at-home meditation practice that has you feeling calm and confident.
Hey Kelly, thank you so much for having me be here today. I am super excited to offer tips and guidance on how to start a meditation practice for you guys at home. There are so many benefits to bringing meditation into your daily life. The key is just to start.
We're so excited to talk with you about meditation today, Allison. So the popularity of mindfulness and meditation has been bolstered by so much wonderful research. Sarah Lazar, a neuroscientist and assistant professor of psychology at Harvard Medical School, has been studying and documenting that mindfulness meditation changes your brain's gray matter and brain regions linked with memory, your sense of self, and your emotional regulation. Additionally, a recent study by the National Center of Biotechnology Information indicated that people who meditated consistently over an 8-week period had a striking change in the expression of 172 genes, all responsible for regulating your body's inflammation, your circadian rhythms, and your glucose metabolism. And all of that, in turn, was linked with meaningful decreases in your blood pressure.
Yeah, there are a ton of benefits to meditation, not just physiological benefits, but even emotional benefits. But guess what? This doesn't mean it's easy to start a meditation practice at all. And knowing that something's good for you doesn't always translate into doing it. A mindfulness practice can offer some challenges.
That's for sure. I went through my meditation teacher training with Allison here, and I still find it incredibly difficult, even though I know all of the benefits that it provides us with. My nose itches. I hate just sitting here. I should have brushed my hair a minute ago.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, consistency is crucial. Once you start doing it every day, you'll notice the benefits. The idea of your mind wandering and challenging that opportunity to come back to the present moment without judgment is really the key.
Even the words mindfulness and meditation can be confusing. Can you use those terms interchangeably? What's the difference between them?
That is such a great question, Kelly. And you know what? Meditation typically refers to a formal seated practice with an intentional practice where you're focusing on your deep breathing, you're able to increase calmness, awareness, concentration. I like to think of meditation as an opportunity of just going inward, kind of creating more silence within, more of an internal observation, where mindfulness is quite the opposite. It's the way we're experiencing our external world, the way we show up, the way we pay attention to, for example, this conversation or noticing nature, the way we bring in our external observation into a mindful experience.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So let's talk about creating that intentional seated meditation practice at home as opposed to the general everyday mindfulness practice.
Sure.
Where do you start meditating?
Yeah, that's a great question. The first thing that I always suggest is to get very comfortable. You want to create an experience where you're relaxed and alert at the same time. So a comfortable seat will help do that. You could use a meditation cushion. You could even use an L-shaped sofa. For example, your back could be straight and your legs could be extended. It's key to keep the spine nice and tall. So you want to really create the experience of your spine lengthening towards the ceiling and your hips being grounded, rooting into wherever your body meets support with that cushion or with the chair.
What if I need some back support and I need to sit up a little bit straighter? Can I sit against a wall?
Absolutely. Sitting up against the wall or even that L-shaped sofa is a perfect opportunity to give yourself some back support.
I find sometimes that sitting on top of something soft or a bolster, just giving myself a little bit of lift in my hips, helps me withstand a longer meditation practice.
Actually, even sitting up, you can notice now that when you sit up, it creates a bigger, more effulgent breath. So I just say, sit tall and start small. And what I mean by sit tall and start small is Sit tall, lengthen your spine, and start with maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Baby steps that you'll eventually be able to build from maybe a 5-minute meditation, maybe even to 30 minutes.
Sit tall, start small. I love that.
They say it takes 21 days to build a habit, and just like any great habit, it's a good place to start for meditation. Same time, same place.
I love the idea of having a designated meditation space in my home, but my apartment's really small. So do you have any tips for working with a limited amount of space?
Me personally, when I first started meditating, I carved out a tiny little space in my closet. I would bring a picture of my girls and even a small little candle, and I would just create that kind of homey feeling where I would go into in the morning and start my practice. Maybe it's just a small section in your room. Just carve out a designated space.
And so for the actual meditation part, the hardest part, do you just sit in silence to begin and focus on your breath and your body's position in space? How do you start a practice?
Well, that's a really great question. I mean, there's so many different modalities to meditation. I personally, in my home practice, use a mantra, which is just a mind tool to train my busy, wandering mind, which, by the way, is very normal. Your mind will wander. But today I thought we could just show a technique called the 4-square breath. So why don't we do it together? So go ahead and take a seat and make sure you're sitting with your hips down, the spine towards the sky. You can take your left hand on the heart and your right hand on the belly, and just start to close your eyes. Like, welcome your breath beneath your hands. And feel the sensation of the breath on the inhale. Notice the exhale, the hands draw back into yourself. On the inhale, the belly expands, the chest expands, the crown of head lengthens. And on the exhale, keep the buoyancy with the head, but draw the breath back into yourself. So let's incorporate a 4-square breath. Take an inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Just keep your eyes closed and notice how that 16-second pattern interrupt, or that 32 seconds of patterning being interrupted, your thoughts, and just notice how that short time together has created an opportunity for you to just direct your awareness to your breath. It's hard to think about anything else when you're watching your breath for those 4 seconds on the inhale and the 4 count on the exhale.
So do you recommend any apps that I can take advantage of, or those of us who need a little bit more guidance might be able to call upon?
Obviously, I recommend the Bulldog app. I loved creating all of the content for our meditation platform, and we have an expansive library of meditation and yoga classes with all different themes and all different focuses. So the key is, again, start small, smile, be loving and kind to yourself, and show up for yourself.
Our Bulldog Online community is already loving our library of guided meditation classes with Allison here. And we really want to be a part of your meditation journey as well. So we encourage you to make that shift with us. Log on and take a moment to focus on your breath and your body and its position in its space.
Remember that consistency is more important than intensity. You'll get a stronger benefit from meditating just 5 minutes every day consecutively than sitting for 30 minutes once a week. Meditate. You can do it too.
All right, that was so wonderful having Allison here to talk a little bit about establishing a meditation practice at home. Let's go over a few things that we talked about with Allison. Number 1, get comfy. Take a seat somewhere that makes you feel good and likely to stick at your meditation practice. 2, sit tall. Find some support in your core. You can always lean against a wall or your couch too. Number 3, start small. You can try 1 minute a day. You can try to meditate for 5 minutes a day. Take those baby steps. Number 4, just establish a routine. It's better to do those 1 or 2 minutes a day than it is to meditate for 30 minutes once a week. Consistency is really key here. And number 5, just remember to practice, practice, practice. Eventually you'll get into a meditation groove. Just try your hardest to stick it out the first couple times, and eventually you'll establish a wonderful new habit. Thanks for dropping by today to learn more about the practice of meditation. Remember to check out our Bulldog online library where we have a few guided meditations with Allison. Remember to subscribe to this channel for more content coming at you every single month. We'll see you soon.
My nose itches. My nose really itches.
It's good. Yeah.